So first things first, I wanted to give a shout out to Gabby. I miss you already. It's been different, it's been weird not having your presence here. We all miss you already, even though you just left today. But yes, for those that are wondering, Chef Gabriel Ayala, the chef, left today to go visit his family and friends in Orlando. He hasn't left this island in 2.5 years, so this was a really big deal for him. And I'm very excited and very happy for him, and hope that he has a wonderful visit with his family and friends. And happy birthday to his father. His birthday is Monday. And Gabby, can't wait to see you when you get back. But anyway, my phone just went off. Okay. Anyway, so Thursday. We had an afternoon check-in, late afternoon check-in. So Kent, who does the snorkeling tours here, when he's here, he took me out with Gary's daughter and her 2 sons. So it was me and Laura and Andrew and Justin, and then Kent. He drove us to Mango Hato, and we went snorkeling with his scooters, which was really, really fun. Like, these little scooters like pulled us around in the water, and like I didn't even have to like swim. I just held these things and they pulled me along, and it was really cool. We saw like all kinds of fish, and apparently he took some pictures, but I haven't seen them yet, so we'll see. But anyway, so after that I went back, took a shower, and then I met Arius out front, in the front of the club, to greet our check-ins. The check-ins that we had Thursday, there were 2 different check-ins. There were 2 different reservations. And the problem was that we only had 1 room available. So we were overbooked. So we had to basically tell these people, well, they were family. Somehow they were related. So they could have stayed together in 1 room, but we also gave them the option of splitting up in, it was a couple, and then a woman with 2 children. We gave them the option of splitting up, and one go stay here, or and then one go to another bed and breakfast, and we would give them their money back. So they could either do that or just stay in 1 room. And when they got here, we greeted them. We showed them to their 1 room that we had. We gave them a tour of the facility, and then we sat them down and we basically explained to them the situation, and gave them their options. And thankfully they were very cooperative. I mean, very understanding. Well, not very understanding, but as understanding as any normal human being would. And they decided that they would be okay staying in 1 room. They were only here for 1 night, so it wasn't a big deal. But yeah, so I had to go get the air mattress, blow it up, and make the bed for them so that they could have that in their room. So that was an interesting situation, but it's actually good that I was there to see it, because I was able to kind of get an idea of how to kind of approach situations like that for, when I am out in the real world and dealing with people on my own. But I'm really I'm really thankful that Arius was there to kind of lead me along in talking to them. But anyway, so after that, Gabby and I went out on a date. We went over to a restaurant called A Taste of Belgium. It's down by the high rises, and I had a bowl of tomato soup. It was very, very good. And then we left from there to go see a movie called Beginners. And I highly, highly recommend not seeing that movie. It was a terrible movie. There was no plot, no beginning, middle, or end. It was terrible. And it was depressing, so don't go see it unless you're looking for a good cry, because you will probably bawl your eyes out. But anyway, that's beyond the point. So I'm surprised we even sat through the whole movie. We ended up we ended up staying and then leaving at the end. And we met up with Andre for some drinks, but we didn't stay long. We went home fairly early. And then Friday, yesterday, I worked in the office a little bit in the morning. I did some paperwork, and we had a lot of reservations. So I sat down and I, blocked off all the rooms and sent out confirmation letters, and filled in the reservations on our calendar, that kind of thing. And then as I was sitting here, I heard a knock on the office door, and so I went to answer it, and it was a man, and he said he was here to check in. And I asked him what his name was, and then I went back in the reservation book, and I didn't see a reservation form for him. So I'm like freaking out, like, oh my gosh, like, this guy, I don't know who he is or anything. So I found out later that he had booked privately with Arius, and Arius just didn't make a reservation for him. So luckily we had a room available for him and his wife and their baby. And I showed them to their room. I got them a baby crib for them. It was, it ended up being fine, but it was a surprise to me. So I did that, and then I really just spent the rest of the afternoon hanging out. We had one more check-in, but it was late. Arius went to pick that guy up. So I ended up eating dinner here with Arius and his family. They ordered Chinese food, and they had it delivered here. So I had dinner with them, and then me and Gabriel ended up watching the first Harry Potter movie in his room, but I fell asleep, like I always do. So I didn't really get to see much of it. And then today was my half day, so I got to sleep in this morning. And I woke up around 11:15 or so, and I realized something was off. There's something weird. And because, well, for one thing, Gabby usually makes me breakfast in bed on days that I don't have to get up early. And he hadn't brought me any breakfast. So I was like, I wasn't mad or anything. I was just wait a minute, this is really bizarre. Like, there's something going on. So I got up and I was getting ready, and then he came in, and he's like, hey, we need to call Tommy. He's like, I might leave to go home today. And I'm so out of it. Like, he caught me completely off guard, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, really? So yeah, so he ends up calling Tommy, and they talked, and she checked him in, and me and Flory drove him to the airport and said goodbye. Well, not goodbye, see you later. And that was that. And then Arius's mom, Sherry, actually left today too to go home. Gary stayed. He's gonna take Gabby's place in the kitchen this week so that we can still have breakfast and all of our dinners. So yeah, it's been an interesting couple of days. I was considering going out tonight for some drinks with Andre, but decided not to. So I'll probably just stay in and watch a movie or something. It's kind of, I don't know, it's weird not having Gabby here. But anyway, I'm gonna call it a night. And again, this is for you, Gabs. Miss you. Okay. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend, and I will see most of you in a couple of weeks when I'm home. Also, let me know, leave a comment, or, let me know somehow if you still want me to blog, because, just because I'm not doing my internship anymore doesn't mean I can't blog. I can still talk about what I do on a daily basis, even though sometimes it's not as interesting as it would be if I were here. But let me know if you still want me to blog. I can and will if you like. Okay, everyone have a good night.